get to know other communities,
try new things, new skills,
be more creative, get involved.
Talking about barriers, have you faced any challenges in education, social interaction, or securing a job?
I would say as a youth immigrant, securing a job is actually hard because maybe from the country that you came from as a youth, you didn't have to like get a job at first because you're going to be living with your parents. But if you're here, if you reach a certain age, you're going to be able to get a job, and maybe your parents might push you to go get a job so you can start making money for yourself. So I would say it's harder for immigrant youths to secure a job because they don't have much knowledge or education on how to do that.
So let's talk about barriers.
Okay.
Did you face any challenges in education, securing a job, or any social interaction?
With securing a job, I know it's kind of hard for new people, but there are some things that you have to do first, like getting a resume, going out and looking for places that you can give a resume to. And I know that there are organizations in the community that help youths to prepare for job applications, how to present their resume, and also how to go about interviews and all that.
Talking about cultural identities, what do you think about how it affects their everyday life?
So about inclusion, I would say, back when I was in high school, let's say I walk into a class and most of my friends there are like white and Spanish, and I'm the only black person there. It just made me feel kind of excluded. I didn't belong, and sometimes I'll feel like I really don't want to do anything in the class. It might just become my worst class in the session.
So I had this scene where I was talking to a friend. She was Asian,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
And she couldn't understand me because of an accent, because I still had that accent in me.
Yeah.
And she was telling me to what are you saying?
Yeah, I got it.
And when I told her so many times, I stopped talking, and then they just said never mind.
Yeah, it became awkward. Yeah.
Yes.
Talking about the community, do you think immigrant youths are supportive of each other? Do you think the community has our back? What do you think?
They do have our backs, and a lot of them are like growing communities, so they do help out a lot. But they won't come to you. You have to come out come to them.
Yeah.
And they will include you to any other cultural activities. So I know a lot of organizations that help out communities, such as CAFE.
Yeah.
It's an organization to bring out communities together and do lots of activities for youth and young children,
mm-hmm.
and to make them interact with them and learn about a lot of our cultures and beliefs. So there are many other communities they could help out and support each other.
I think I know a few. BGC, Pure Gold, they also help help youths to grow, be more confident, and just bring out the best versions of themselves. Our parents are also a factor, stopping us from going out and, trying to be part of the community, because sometimes they may have restrictions that we can go outside, during this time, you can do this, you can do that. And it might be because of, their beliefs and also other reasons that, they just have that are stopping us from, going out and trying to be, part of the community.
So, what do you think, do you really think that there are a lot of restrictions about having much opportunities?
Yeah,
Give me your point.
I think there are a lot of restrictions. I mean, personally, I'd like to emphasize specifically on the fact that we don't have complete access to all of the communities, and that can really hinder our abilities to find out about all the opportunities that there are for us.
I really agree with that. And also, I knew a lot of people who want to be participating in those activities but do not get the information needed because they are always in their rooms, always in their houses, not getting involved. They're not doing a lot of effort to be included in that community.
I agree,
So how are we actually going to get the information through?
Okay, so with all of the problems that we've identified, how do you think that immigrant youth can be part of the solution?
Good question. So for immigrants and the youth needs to be participants in all the communities and be involved, you know. So even though the parents have a lot of restrictions towards their kids and cannot, maybe like they cannot have a drive, maybe they have all the restrictions from jobs to culture to anything, but also it is also important for the youth to have the motivation to wanting to do that program. Because if you don't have the motivation, even though you have no restriction from your parents, you're still not going. Because you don't want to do it. And the program needs to be interesting. So to attract your attention, to participate in that.
I agree. Talking about the opportunities, I think that really there are a lot of ways that we can involve ourselves within our communities. I mean, starting from TMDC, they always have a bunch of avenues for youth to be involved, with their organization, as well as BGC. I've heard of their job readiness program, and they help youth to get jobs in Moncton, which is really, really valuable, especially since it's very difficult to get a job.
And also, I heard about Atlantic Ballet. It's like if you have a passion of doing ballet, doing theater, musical theater, drama, and whatever, you can actually register in there, and it's really interesting. And maybe Sistema, if you're a musician and you like music, there's a beautiful teacher in there.
Yeah, and going back to TMDC, I know they have the Future Canada project, which is available to all youth for a variety of skills, and also the Idea Center, where I know that youth can explore a variety of skills.
Yeah. I also heard of Moncton Creates. It's a place, it's an organization where they organize for all the people who are creative. They encourage them to be creative, and you can learn about all the things that you need. I have a strong opinion about thinking about your experience can change who someone is, because from experience, coming from a whole new country where your whole family, you have money, you have a house, you have friends, you are used to your culture and also to the language you are speaking. Coming to a whole new country is a whole different life. It's like you are reborn again. And such as if you have to experience cultural shock because you have the same culture from your other country, language barrier, a lot of difficulty making friends because sometimes they're either racist or judgmental. And also I really think that it's a really big deal switching from a whole new country to a new one.
As a badminton player, or if you like any sports, you could go to the YMCA and get some subscriptions, get to know other communities. It's a very good practice to interact with other people, and you could make a lot of friends there.
To my friends and every youth out there are many organizations and opportunities that you can go out and just get yourself involved in. So just step out of your comfort zone and try new things, new skills, and just get involved.
To all the youth in our community, get involved.
I believe that the more youth are participating in this community, the better. We hope that to see you participate in a lot of activities, such as volunteering, internships, co-ops, and whatever. Just participate and get involved. Be more creative, and let nothing stop you. We hope to see you next time. Thank you.